There's a couple of things that I just want to talk about specifically with your van build and your skills. I know when I got that subfloor done, I was like, I did it. I was like,
Yeah.
I did it. Oh my gosh. What is your biggest like aha? Like what was your favorite discovery in doing the whole van build, either about the van build, about yourself, about anything? What was your best discovery?
So I think that so my mind went to two places. First of all, the puck light wiring was like my greatest, like, oh my God, I get it. But not necessarily discovery, And as far as discovery, my own pattern when dealing with things that I don't understand. And that has been so cool because it kind of felt like throughout the build, this same pattern happened over and over and over and over again, like every other day, and maybe even every day during the 7-month period. And I think that it would have taken me an entire lifetime to really understand this pattern in myself. But because it was just like packed into this last year, I'm like, oh, okay, I understand this about myself. And that pattern is this like this feeling inspired to do something. Maybe that's like learn like something small, learning how to build a drawer, right? Something I'm like, okay, this week this is what I'm doing. Feeling inspired, motivated, like ready to take this on. And then I start learning about it and not understanding and not really knowing if I have the tools, not knowing if I have the skills, not knowing how they did this one part that they missed out, if I'm watching a video. And then feeling this like immense like doubt and grief and like, oh no, like I can't do this. I don't have the knowledge. This just doesn't make sense in my head. How am I ever going to learn? Like, what if I mess up and I'm wasting all this? And all of these doubts come flooding in. And it's just like, I can right now talking about it, I'm like feeling this like, this like dread that I would feel in every single project. Every single project. There would be a point of just dread. And then there's like this section of this pattern where it's like you just push through, you just plow through, you watch another video, you do another sketch, you try again, whatever it may be. And then it's like, yes, I can do this. And then just boom, takes off from there. And it's that pattern that I've learned about myself. So now, when I get into any weird situation, rather than having this like chaotic, like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. It's like, all right, you've done this so many times before. You're totally fine. Maybe not this
Nice.
haven't done, but like you've been in this position many times. You're fine. You can handle whatever. So that's my biggest discovery.
That's beautiful. Yeah, so you have you've totally eliminated the dread part of your process. And
No,
so
there's still a little yes, yes.
but okay, so you
Yeah.
let me reword that. So you've
Yeah.
increased your confidence to a
Yeah.
place where even if you have the dread, you still know you're gonna end up succeeding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, dang, I am so lucky I have you because I've kind of bypassed most of the dread. Like, there's been a little bit where I'm like, oh man, I messed this up. Like, I don't think I can do it. Mine has been more like about the communication with my dad because we
Yeah.
have very different build languages. He's so old school and I'm so new school, and I have a photogenic memory. So what I see on the video, like I remember to a T, and he doesn't want to do it like that at all.
Oh my
Not even
God.
a little bit. So that's like my biggest struggle in this, but it
Yeah.
just shows like no matter what, we go through the struggle, but that's where the growth is. That's where we learn the most. And because I had you, I'm like, okay, I know I can do it. And this is why representation is so important. Like I think I saw in your post, like hopefully a little girl sees this, or maybe you said it in
Mm-hmm.
one of your videos. Maybe a little girl sees this and knows
Yeah.
that she can do this too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm. I love it. Yes. Okay, so what was your biggest roadblock? Was it the dread or is there anything else?
Um, I mean, yeah, I would say that. I would say that like point in my process of like I like really feeling like I just this might be the time that I have to hire somebody to help, or this might be the thing that really, you know, puts me in a not good position. But I would say that part. And then as far as the biggest roadblock in the build would like physically were my puck lights. That
Oh,
was
really?
yes. Oh, it made no sense to me. It made no sense. I didn't understand a thing. I didn't understand how to wire them. I didn't even know how it worked. I knew nothing. And then there was a van build couple that I loved watching. Oh, they're kind of badass. The woman has dreads. Oh my gosh. They always say adventure before dementia.
I don't think I've seen them.
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun. But they had in one of their videos talked about wiring their puck lights in series. And so I was like, oh, cool, that's what I'm doing. I'll just wire them in series. And it turned out that that's actually not how you can wire LED puck lights. You have to do parallel. And so I had to go through this whole like unlearning process. And then I was like, I don't even know what parallel is and how this, whatever. It was just a really big roadblock for me. It makes sense in my head now. And now it's like, oh, it's so simple.
Is the parallel the diagram that you drew out?
Yeah.
Okay, because you made it really understandable.
Yeah, because I was so like, this video has to be so broken down, so simple because I couldn't find it anywhere. I researched hours and hours and hours to figure out what that was.
Man, I am feeling blessed. I am feeling gratitude that I found you because you did like my dad knows how to wire stuff. So like there's so many little I'm doing a lot in most of the build, but there are times when he is just, such a huge asset in this build.
Yeah.
Um, but my next thing is puck lights. So
Oh,
I'm just
yay.
about to start that. So thank you for your and women are so thorough. That's the thing. Like
Mhm.
we know how to explain how to do something. Like that is one of our assets, I guess. So awesome. Okay, one more question. What was your most proud moment?
I mean, I think it was when the lights turned on.